Chapter 5 Men in Our Life: Relationship, Love, Drama, and How to Handle It. We can't live with them, but we cannot live without them. In everyday society, we live with men and women. No matter where we go in our lives, there will always be men in them. This means that we will have to have them in our lives, whether we might want them at the time or not. We must accept that they are there and should be open to making them happy while we make ourselves happy. Men. Some make us happy and some make us mad. And because of this, we always ask ourselves, why is that? When we don't get along with men, we ask ourselves questions such as, how do we handle these emotions? And how do we handle stressful relationships? It can be hard to navigate big emotions and relationships, so there are some tips and tricks that can be followed to ensure you're as happy as possible. Otherwise, some men make us happy and keep our life more interesting, positive, and making us feel like a true woman, beautiful, safe, protected, pampered, loved, happy. Let's try to figure out together what to do with different type of men in different stages in life, in different life positions that make us happy or make us upset. How to deal with men. There are different views and thoughts when it comes to dealing with men. Men have a different way of thinking than women would do. The problem starts when this different thinking creates a problem between the two. When personalities clash, it may be hard for both to understand and respect the differences between each other, making things a bit difficult. There is a deep connection between age and the maturity level of a man. When they're younger, they're not very serious about a lot of things. However, this perspective changes as they get older. Their thought pattern becomes more mature than it was before. As men and women tend to have a different perspective of energy, it might come as difficult to see what we should be doing for better relationships. It means there are different things that you require to check out to keep both us and our partner happy. Men are very specific. There is only one thing they think of when it comes to men. That is, do they like you or do they not like you? It is as simple as that for them, where it is a lot more thought for women when picking a partner. When it comes to men, they will take more time picking out a car than they would a woman, as they aren't as picky with a woman, and that's where personality clashes can come into play. Male personality. When it comes to men with a different personality than you, it must be a reason why we're not getting along. Sometimes they might make you cry and yell at you that you're doing something wrong, but you don't know what you did wrong. This is when you have to start figuring out how to make it better, or if you should leave the situation and seek out something better for yourself. It should be an easy choice, but it can be hard to go if you don't know what you want right away. Ignore it and walk away. If there are things that you and your partner can't agree on, then you should be able to leave as soon as you need to if that's what you think you need to do. You don't need negativity in your life. If you don't like the way you're being treated, you should be gentle during the drama and leave once you think you can. There is no reason that you should have to give in to a man that you don't get along with, and you should be able to go somewhere else to find happiness somewhere else. If you can fix the problems, then fix them and be happy in your life. Don't leave because you don't want to deal with something small, as that will make you more unhappy. Keep your head up and know you can be happy so long as your partner is happy as well. There is no reason not to make it work if you can. You're a strong, beautiful woman. Make yourself happy and make your partner happy too. Don't fall in love with bad men. Some men out there like to prey on women mentally, but you don't have to give in to men like that. Some will do what they can to make drama out of nothing. The question is, what should you do if you encounter a man like this? When there are men that seem to knock you down, you should see if there's any way that things can be fixed, and then you should leave the situation if you can't fix it. There is no reason to stay in a relationship where you feel as though you're not being appreciated. You are a strong and beautiful woman, and you should go where you're going to be happy and where you have a man that treats you like the queen you are. If you feel like you're in a relationship where you're not as happy as you could be, see what changes you could make in your life and see about changing your relationship as well. Sometimes happiness in a relationship can be as easy as putting a smile on your man's face, and he will, in return, put a smile on your face as well. When you make him happy, he will make you happy, and that's how it should work. If you're both happy, there will be no drama, and you will be able to take on the world together. Stay safe from bad men. Although there's a huge explanation about the way a man's mind works, some men inherently like playing with a woman. On the other hand, there will be some men who'd want drama in everything. The real thing to consider here is what exact things a woman should do in this situation. You first need to see if you have the possibility of making things better with different skills such as communication. By doing this, you will be able to check the reliability of your relationship. There are certain things that present some possibilities or chances to be destructive. If your partner doesn't reciprocate your feelings, or you feel like your partner does not appreciate you at all, then it's time to leave. Know your worth and make the right decision before it becomes a regret. On the other hand, don't be afraid of being single. Only a man who treats you the best way deserves you. So increase your value and get up from the table when there's no food. If you want to improve the quality of your relationship with your man, check different ways to make your man happy. Making your man happy will eventually make you happy in the relationship too. When both of you have no unmet needs from each other, then there's positive energy around you. However, if there are some things that don't live up to your expectations, your partner might not be able to communicate with you well. In that case, check for any activity you two might want to do together. When you both are willing to make the relationship work, there will be no negative drama. Fixing the drama. There are a number of different things when you recognize the drama point in your relationship. It will always need to be fixed. You may want to use your proactivity and optimism to bring a wave of fresh air for you both. However, it is also essential for you to know the concept of positive reinforcement. For example, if you are better able to understand your needs, then apply positive reinforcement when he caters to your needs. It will help you keep the drama at bay and be happy in a relationship with no complaints. As you can see, when there is no fixing part in the drama, the relationship will eventually fall apart. What's the point? Among the ideal ways for staying happy and secure in your relationship is to see your relationship constantly growing and how you can make your man happier. When you try to understand his needs, you are better able to make him fall in love with you more. There are different things you might want to do that keep you both happy. You can make him even happier if you do things that he likes. For example, when he comes in from work in the evening, bring him the food he loves, give him a back massage, and make him comfortable as you take care of him. Doing this will make him love you even more. There are certain things which you might want to do when he has a hard day. You only have to show your level of care for him so that he will reciprocate it in the best way possible when you need him. Finally, find true love with connection and effort. When you two keep putting in the effort, things start getting much easier. It goes both ways, and the earlier you accept it, the easier your life will become with your partner. Don't generalize. As we have discussed previously, it is important to internalize that not all men are created equal. So if your partner has done something wrong, it doesn't necessarily mean that all men around you would do the same thing. It is important to understand that men may have different approaches to certain things. It makes a lot of women misunderstand the intentions of a man towards them. Most of the time, they would require their partner to fully understand them. It is the place where women may come to help those individuals. As you can see, there are different perspectives through which women and men are able to live together in harmony. The difference in their thinking should not indicate that there has to be something wrong with their connection or love. A good way of dealing with such a difference is to work on your communication with them. When we are openly communicating, your partner and you are on the same page, and it saves us both from the havoc of misunderstandings. Men aren't all bad. Just as the title says, men aren't all that bad. They can be misunderstood a lot because they don't think the same way women do. Sometimes they need some help to understand things, and that's where women come in to help them. This book isn't talking down on men, only allowing women to understand that men and women think differently. Because of that, there can be some problems between us as we think about it differently. There needs to be more communication between us to make sure we are all on the same page, and so that there isn't drama in our lives. Communication is key in relationships so that there isn't drama. What to do? You can do many things when you notice that there's drama in your relationship that needs to be fixed. Use your charm to make your man happy, and he will take that happiness and give it back to you 10 times as he appreciates what you have done for him. If you think there are things you can't do, find a way to do them or figure them out. Appreciate that your man works to make you happy and show him that you want to make him happy as well. It's as easy as surprising him with little things that you know will make him more content than ever. Doing so will save you from any damage that you may have. You will also be able to avoid any kind of negativity present in your life. When your partner expects you to blow away with the emotions, its best response is to stay gentle and leave it be. Take your time to think about it in a neutral tone. It will help you stay in your lane and make the best decision possible. In some cases, the reason accounts for leaving the relationship. Remember, you cannot necessarily fix everything, and neither do you have to. So don't give yourself the pain of trying to change your man. Instead, have some confidence in yourself and understand that you need to keep your head up. Focus on cultivating healthy relationships. If you're not able to see one, then it may be possible that a certain relationship isn't meant for you. So try to make your peace with it and accept that reality with full diligence. Be the ideal woman for your man. One of the best ways to stay secure in your relationship is to make your man as happy as possible and be everything he needs. There are things you can do that will make sure that you both stay happy, and the best way to do this is to do the things you know he likes. If he has a hard day, make him his favorite foods, rub his back, and tell him to relax while you take care of him. If you do this, he will appreciate you and your womanly personality. As well, you could always make sure to show him just how much you care about him so that he comes back and does the same for you. Cherish the man that you have, especially if he treats you with the love and respect that you as a woman deserve to have. Love each other unconditionally and be as happy as possible, because love is hard to find when it is that good. Never let him go if he's what you truly want. Be on the same page. One problem that often arises between men and women in a relationship is that they're not on the same page. It is possible that the man you are dating is expecting different outcomes in the relationship than you are. It may also be possible that your partner's expectation of a healthy and successful relationship might be totally different from yours. So, you see, these are totally different things, and you don't probably comprehend that one of the two is the bad role here. It comes down to effective communication that you can sit down and try to be on the same page together. If either of the two of you is going in different directions, try to navigate through the problem and find common ground. If you are unable to find any, then it is better to just call it quits and move on. Know who is not good for you. Although there is a huge explanation about the way a man's mind works, some men inherently like accusing women. On the other hand, there will be some men who'd want drama in everything. The real thing to consider here is what exact things a woman should do on this occasion. You first need to see if you have the possibility of making things better with different skills such as communication. By doing this, you will be able to check the reliability of your relationship. There are certain red flags that present some possibilities or events to be destructive. If your partner doesn't reciprocate your feelings, or you feel like your partner does not appreciate you at all, then it's time to leave. Know your worth and make the right decision before it becomes a regret. On the other hand, don't be afraid of being single. Only a man who treats you the best way deserves you. So increase your value and get up from the table when there's no food. If you want to improve the quality of your relationship with your man, check different ways to make your man happy. Making your man happy will eventually make you happy in the relationship too. When both of you have no unmet needs from each other, then there's a positive energy around you. However, if there are some things that don't live up to your expectations, your partner might not be able to communicate with you well. In that order, check for any activity you two might want to do together. When you are both willing to make the relationship work, there will be no negative drama. Leave out any collateral damage. There are a number of different things when you recognize the drama point in your relationship. It will always need to be fixed. You may want to use your proactivity and optimism to bring a wave of fresh air for you both. However, it is also essential for you to know the concept of positive reinforcement. For example, if you are better able to understand your needs, then apply positive reinforcement when he caters to your needs. It will help keep the drama at bay and be happy in a relationship with no complaints. As you can see, when there is no fixing part in the drama, the relationship will eventually fall apart. Look out for green flags. Everyone will tell you about the red flags to watch out for when you end the relationship and try to look for a new partner. But no one tells you about the green flags. So it is always best to have a sit-down session with yourself and identify what you really want from your next partner. Make a list of all the green flags, and when the chance comes and you happen to see a man trying for you, don't be blind to leave out the opportunity. When you remember the green flags, you get to decide to choose a partner that's right for you. This also saves you from the risk of falling at once in love and would help you in thinking more logically about the situation now that you know what you want. What are men's complaints about women? I interviewed a few men that are currently divorced or never being married or still married, and you would be surprised, but they also told me that we women sometimes do wrong steps in a relationship. Even if men want us, sometimes they think that our habits are not correct. So I made a very short list of men's complaints at this moment. Men are complaining that women too often change their minds, almost every day. Men want us to be more constant, and they very much appreciate it. Men are complaining that women become too much materialistic. We women forgot about our soul and happiness from simple things in life. Men are complaining about women's physical appearance. They said that most of the women need to spend more time at the gym to keep looking attractive all the time. Married men that have a good, stable marriage do not want their wife cheating on him. They do not understand why their current partner destroys stability in married life if everything is good. Men are complaining that when they go out, their women do not smile enough. Most men want to see smiles on our faces and happiness. And they also said that women laughing is very attractive. This is not a total list, but I do not want to tell you more in this book because my book is about mental inspirational support for us women in any difficult life situations. But if you will pay attention on the topics above, maybe it can save your current relationship or help you in the future to attract men that you like. Conclusion. All in all, it is important to give respect to men because they play an important role in our life. If you can't respect them, you can't make relationships stronger. On the other hand, don't forget to put yourself first and always keep calm no matter what the situation is. Giving respect doesn't mean that you should forget about yourself or your priorities. It is important to keep the balance between everything, whether it's your personal life, college relationship, and so on. You're able of getting anything you put your mind to, no matter what it is. If you want something, you should not stop on your way to get it. Believe in yourself always.